Alright, Unit 15, Day 3. Distributive Property, Day 2. Yesterday we got started on distributive property, where we distribute one thing across to several items inside of a set of parentheses. Today what we're doing is we're going to see what happens if we have a term that has two pieces to it and distribute it across. Alright, I'm going to start off by showing you all the actual inner mechanics of this and how it actually works. So, here's how number 1 actually works. We're going to go 3x times x, and then we're going to do 3x times negative 2. Now, you don't have to write out all this work that I'm about to show. You just need to know how to get to the punchline. Alright, so what we do is we do 3x times x, and we're going to do, let's see, that's going to be minus 2 times 3x. So 3x times x is going to be 3x squared. And then that's going to be 2 times 3, which is minus 6x. And there we go. That's how this is working, okay? We're going to combine our exponents on like bases, and then multiply our coefficients together. Alright, that's going to be the name of the game today, okay? If you need to write it down, coefficients, okay? And, hang on, add exponents of like bases. Like bases. Alright, so on number 2, what we need to do is we're going to do 4 times 5, which is 20, and then x times x, which is going to be x squared. And there's that part right there. And then we got to go all the way across, and that's going to be minus 24, and since there's nothing to multiply that x by, we're just going to leave it there. So we got 20x squared minus 24x. Number 3, we're going to do 2x times 4y. Then we're going to do 2x times 1. That's going to be 8x. And what do you think we do with that y? Well, we're just going to go ahead and bring it on down. Since we don't have anything to multiply the x by on that term, and we don't have anything to multiply the y by on that term, we just go ahead and bring them both down. And then we're going to go plus, and then 2x times 1, anything times 1 is itself. So, there we go. Now, number 4. What we need to do is we need to do negative 3x times x squared, negative 3x times negative 5x, and negative 3x times negative 3. When we do this, we're going to wind up with negative 3x to the third plus 15x plus 9x. And there we go. All I did was I multiplied the coefficients together, and I multiplied the variables with the exponents together. And whenever you go to do that, you got to add those exponents together. Little mistake on this one. Negative 3x times negative 5x is actually 15x squared. There we go. Now, on number 5, what we should do is we should wind up going x cubed across, over to there, and over to there. So we got x cubed times negative 2x squared, which is going to be negative 2x to the 5th. And then x cubed times 3x is going to be plus 3x to the 4th. And then we got x cubed times times minus 2, which is going to be minus 2x cubed. And there we have it. That would be our answer. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on number 6, okay? We have 3 things, well, 2 things that are being multiplied across. We're going to do negative 2x squared to the x squared. We're going to do negative 2x squared to the 6x, and we're going to do negative 2x squared to the 5. So that's going to be negative 2x to the 4th, negative 12x to the 3rd, and we're going to do negative 10x squared. And there's the answer. Alright, this should, at some point, this should almost start becoming second nature. You should be able to just go boom, 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 really fast with this. Alright, now on number 7, what we need to do is we need to take all 3 of these and multiply it by the 2x and then by the 5y. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 times 2, which is 4, and then x squared times x, which is x cubed. And then, if you notice, there's nothing to multiply that y by on that first term. So what we do is we just bring down the y. Now we're going to do the same thing to the y term, okay, that 5y. So we're going to go 5 times 2, which is 10. And then x squared times nothing is just x squared. And then y times y is y squared. And there's the answer. Number 8. Number 8. We're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to go those terms over to there and over to there. Now, negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. A squared times a is a cubed. B cubed times b is b to the 4th. And then we're going to do negative 1a squared b cubed times 5b, which that's going to give us negative 5 times, negative 5. I got that by doing negative 1 times 5. And then a squared times nothing is still going to be a squared. And then b cubed times b is b to the 4th. And there it is. That's your answer. Alright, number 9, it asks us to write a polynomial for the area of each rectangle and then calculate the area with the given value. Alright, so my brain instantly goes, okay, I need to find the polynomial. That part's easy, and then we just need to use this to plug in and find an actual number. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 2x times 3x plus 4. When we do that, we're going to go 2x times 3x, that's going to be 6x squared. And then we're going to go 2x times 4, which is going to be 8x. So we're going to say 8x. And then it says to take 2 and plug it in. So we're going to go 2 into there and 2 into there. So when we do that, we wind up with 6 times 2 squared plus 8 times 2, which is the same thing as saying 6 times 4 plus 16. And that's 24 plus 16, which equals 40. And we write that there. Write that there. Now, on 10, we go 3x times 3x minus 2. And some of y'all are wondering why I'm doing that. Area equals length times width. We've got the length and we've got our width. So we multiply these two together. Okay, and when we do that, that gives us the area model. So we got 9x squared minus 6x. I sent the 3x across to the 3x and the 3x across to the minus 2. So what I wind up with is 9x squared minus 6x. Now I'm going to take this 5 that they tell me to plug in. I'm going to go right there, and I'm going to go right there. So when I do that, I wind up with 9 times 5 squared minus 6 times 5. That's going to be 9 times 25 minus 30. That's 225 minus 30, which is 195. Let's see if I can write correctly today. So 195. There we go. All right, now number 11. Number 11, it says that the length of a rectangle is 8 centimeters less than 3 times the width. Anytime that I see anything involving a rectangle, or that they say rectangle and there's no picture, I go ahead and I draw myself a picture of a rectangle. There's a rectangle. All right, now it says that the length is equivalent to 8 less than 3 times the width. So 3w minus 8, and there's the w. So as we already know, area equals length times width. That's something that we should know off the top of our heads. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this value right here, multiply it by that, and that will give us a answer for right in here. So we're going to go A equals 3w minus 8 times w, and we're going to send this w across to the 8 and across to the 3w. Which, when we do this, it's going to give us 3w squared minus 8w. So we can go ahead and plug that into this slot here. That's going to be 3w squared minus 8w. Now it asks us to plug in a 10 for the width right here. So we're going to go 3 times 10 squared minus 8 times 10. So that's going to be 3 times 100 minus 80, which is 300 minus 80, which is going to be 220. There we go. 100 kilos.